All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. Greetings to everyone. Thank you for all those that are here with us today. Thank you so much. Your presence is very valued. And with that being said, to all the newcomers, you are truly appreciated. Could have been anywhere else today, but you chose to be here. And for that, I truly value you. So, would you please be able to hit that like, touch that subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be on the up and up of any forthcoming content because it's going to be rolling. I guarantee you that. Okay. So, I have a beautiful guest on with me today, and I am truly appreciative for her presence here with us. Truly appreciative on KSHO's platform. All right. So, this is more than just a channel, you guys. These are channeling sessions of high vibrations, high frequencies, and a lot of peace, love, and positivity. And we just all engulfing all this good information of wholeness and wellness together. Okay. So the topic of today will be, you know what? I think I like the person that I am becoming. And I have this wonderful young lady here, and I just want to let y'all know a little backstory before we get into the whole topic of discussion. Okay. So, this young lady, I was um, very honored when she asked me, when we were both stationed in Bahrain, for me to be her mentor. Now, with that being said, um, even though she asked me to be her mentor, she was also mine because she was always hardworking. She was so mentally resilient. Um, she was just into school, fitness, doing her thing, mentoring other people herself. I mean, she was just such a robust individual doing so many things to always level herself up. And I truly admired those characteristics about her. So, um, nothing has changed since then. She's doing above and beyond and doing some extraordinary things right now. And I am truly honored and humbled that she is here right now. So I just want to introduce to you guys this lovely woman, Kimiko Ray. How you doing, my dear?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well, very well. So, would you please be able to, tell the people about what you got going on, what you're endeavoring in right now, um, and just some stuff about you?
Well, well, can I talk towards like who I'm becoming? Because that's like the
Absolutely.
stepping stone to everything going on.
Of course.
Okay, so I'm originally from the Caribbean. I came to the States when I was like young, my mom and I, and then we moved to New York for a better life. In New York, it's New York. Always used to get in trouble, always used to skip school. Like, I was like, this is not what I want. Like, the last time I got in trouble, my mom, I could see the pain in my mom's eyes. I was like, okay, this I can't do this to my mom anymore. So I graduated high school and I decided to join the Navy. Um, and then when I joined the Navy, my mom was like, I like didn't have like a good job, so I used to help her a lot. So my paychecks, I should just give it to her. The little E1 paychecks, girl. um, Um, so then she got a better job, so it was okay. Um,
Mhm.
and then my first duty station went to Hawaii, did the deployment. I learned so many things about myself that I did not know. um, then I went to Bahrain, and then from Bahrain, I didn't know like the Navy had like a nursing program, so I just like did my general prereqs while in Bahrain. Um, Knock those out. And then when I went to my next duty station in San Diego, I started to hit like my core prereqs, like all the sciences, like microbiology and all that stuff. And then I decided to put in my first um, officer package to become a nurse. And then everybody was saying, "Oh, this is a competitive program. Like some people like have get picked up on a sixth try, fifth time." I was like, you know what? I did everything I need to do to put into the package. Like I went out and I put myself out there. I'm not even like a public speaking person, but I put myself out there. I became like the command in-dog coordinator as a and then I just like doing other stuff that puts me into a leadership position because I was like at a command where it's like more senior people. Mm-hmm. And then I won like Sailor of the Year, Sailor of the Quarters, and everything. So that looked really good on me, and the CEO see that as well. So when I submitted my package, the CEO wrote at the bottom, like, you should select her, like she's the one, like, and then he his like cell phone number in there, like if you don't select her, like, call me so I can convince you. I think I got picked up too, but then I got picked up for this nursing program.
Nice.
And I was like, what is this? When I went to school, I was what is this? Like it was hard. It was a lot of struggles, a lot of crying, a lot of studying. I had to force myself. But then I prayed a lot. And then I actually passed nursing school. I passed my boards first time up, and I looked back and I was like, man, I used to be a LS kicking boxes. And now taking care of patients. So it's just like a total turn. So I'm so excited. And even though school terrified me, I'm still looking forward to like going back to get my master's or my doctorates, later on in the future. But I really see how my life just turned from one to another so fast. And I'm like super proud of myself because like I was doubting myself the entire way, but I did it, girl. I did it. Here I am, from E5 to O1E. So
wow. That is amazing. I am so proud of you. I am tremendously proud of you. And you know what? It's not just about the obtaining of the goals, but it's your journey. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yes, the destination is wonderful when we get there, but it seems like sometimes the destination is so stagnant, but it's the journey that means so much more and it's so fulfilling because it's like you taking your steps, you taking your strides, you learning. It's a up and down, it's an ebb and a flow. It's like it's just so many things. Just like you said, it was challenges. You know what I'm saying? It was probably some hard nights, you know what I'm saying, some hard studying, but you got through it, you persevered. And within all of that, you believed in yourself.
I did. At first I didn't, but then I was like, no, I got this. Like I have to. It's no failing. I can't fail because I'm gonna go back to the fleet as an E5. I can't. I need to pass. Like I have to. It was no, I can't do it. I have to do it.
Exactly. So I just want to know, for those out there, who feel like they're stuck and who feel like, man, I just feel like I just can't move or I can't do this, that, and the third. What type of motivational forces can you provide to them that you utilize for yourself, for you to just keep going on a day-to-day basis?
So some of the things I use, but I prayed a lot. I literally prayed a lot. I wrote down like some of my goals and I like used to stick it like on my fridge or something, like I will become an officer, or like just motivational stuff, like I could do this, like I am smart. Like I should say like say myself, I just myself in the mirror, just telling myself that to like keep me going, keep me pushing. So maybe that might help someone in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, you know what, and I truly agree with you with that, especially with goal setting. A lot of my goals, I have to see them. Sometimes I got to repetitively see them. So whether I put it on my mirror, whether I have my planner, and then I'm dedicating myself to actually use my planner and plan, because you can buy a planner all day, but if you don't use it, then it's completely ineffective. And I really feel like when I start writing, stuff gets real for me, because it's a lot that goes on in my head, just, hey, should I do this, that, and the third? And sometimes some things may get lost or fall through the cracks up here. But when I write them down, then it's like gentle reminders, like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. So I really identify and I resonate with that. So that is wonderful. The topic of this discussion came from a post that was on her social media, and it really, really touched me. And just within that statement alone, I think I like the person that I am becoming. What is that statement for you?
Like I was saying before, it's just like where I came from, from the Caribbean to nothing to here to kind of something,
A
um,
lot of something. Ain't no kind of to that girl.
just like who would have thought, so it's just looking back and now, like, I really like who I'm becoming, and I'm so like excited to see like what the future holds for me.
Exactly. That's beautiful. I truly appreciate your drive. I appreciate who you were, who you are right now, and who you are to become. Like all of that encompasses one another for unity consciousness. And why I say that is because um, where you came from and your background is kind of like your continuous fuel. Like you appreciated that area of your life, but it's like you don't want to repeat that space, you
Mhm.
know? And then with who you are right now, it's like everything from that past, you hold on to it near and dear and you don't forget it because you know how it was back then, you
Yeah.
know? And so it's like you in the now, you have the body that you have the ability to embody your presence. Like, wow, who I see in the mirror, I appreciate. The work ethic that I did put in those past months,
Mhm.
I am in love with. And it's like your now self is just so appreciative of all those things that you incorporated back then because you could have easily told yourself no. So it's like your future self and your higher self is congratulating you for everything that you putting into yourself now. You know what I mean? Because in the future, you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm so glad that I did take the necessary steps in order for me to be what I needed to be, not just for me on like no selfish level or anything like that, but also for my family. Who else can I inspire? Who else can I motivate as I'm doing this journey? And you're absolutely gorgeous. So it's like you have the best of both worlds. You see what I'm saying? So I truly appreciate and admire all that you are. I truly do.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, so for the girls, the young women that are out there, what are some things that you incorporated in your youth that wanted you to even become a part of the military? I know you had stated previously that, it was some things like you wanted to really be that shining example for your mom so you wouldn't continue to get in trouble. But were there any other factors that influenced your decision to go into the military? Was it other directions that you were contemplating and you said, let me do this one? Or was it just honing in, let me just do military?
So at first, I came to a conclusion. I was like, I have to get to New York because if I stay, I'm gonna keep getting in trouble, keep following the bad friends. So I Googled, did my research. I was like, okay, I'm gonna join the Navy. So I talked
Mhm.
to my mom about it. I'm my mom's only child, so she was like, no. I was like, Mom, I have to. I have to.
Right.
Like, let me just leave because I don't want to stay here. And then she actually sat down with me and then talked about it a little more and she agreed with me. So that was like my drive for me, not for me to like stop getting in trouble, you know,
Mhm.
just for a better life. Because who'd have known where I've been now? But so that was like my motivation.
Okay.
Health.
Okay. Nice. So right now, besides getting your master's um, and everything else that's pursuing your education, is there anything else that you're complimenting that you want to do along with that?
Right now, just like continue to like just learn my job because I'm still a new nurse. So I just want
Hmm.
to make sure that I know what I'm doing because it takes a lot. So I just want to learn everything I can as a new nurse. That's my right.
Okay. Okay. So now that you are a nurse, has the momentum changed for you from, I guess, the school setting, but now you're actually in the nurse setting? Has the momentum or the drive or I guess the goal orientation, has that changed? And if so, how?
It did not change. I'm still motivated. I still want to learn. If another nurse is doing something and I've never seen before, I'll go in there and try to learn as well. I'm
Right.
still going.
Indeed, indeed. That's awesome. So do you plan on making this a 20-year career?
Oh, I have 9 more years, girl. Yes.
Yes, 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 absolutely. That is amazing. Absolutely. That's awesome. Do you see yourself being like a nurse practitioner one day?
Yeah. So, I really like mental health. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe so like in the future when my PTSD from school calms down a little bit, um, I will try to become a mental health nurse practitioner.
Okay. So let's tap into mental health a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, I want to know what are some things that you utilize in order to keep balance and equilibrium for your mental health so that you can keep going. I know you got the drive, you got
Hmm.
the ambition of, you know what I'm saying, a bull will go, you know what I mean, will do whatever it needs to do. But as far as the mental health piece, what are some things that you incorporate for your own mental wellness?
Okay, so I go to the gym a lot, and I
Okay.
have some friends, and my mom. My mom is like my best friend as well. Um,
Hmm.
like really triggering me, I would like sit down and talk to them, like my mom and my friends, or hit the gym.
Hmm.
Pretty
Hmm.
much, that's my go-to right there.
Okay. All right. So, um, I know that is definitely my go-to as well. Like the gym, working out, activity, walking, getting more in touch with nature. Just feeling the breeze, the fresh breeze, just on my skin. Just, because sometimes when I'm, cooped up in the house, in conjunction with like a lot of things mentally going on, it's like me being able to just embody that space of outside, really helps me, just breathing in that fresh air and exhaling it back out. I know that really gets me um in a better mental space so I can clear up some things or make better decisions and things of that nature. So I can definitely identify with that. And I hope that really helps some other people. Don't just sit in, a situation that's not doing well for you mentally, to people that's out there. I don't want you to be able to allow your problems to engulf your being so much to where you feel like you're incapable of moving to the next step. There's always a next step, but you just have to apply yourself in a way to where you can understand where that next step is located, because it's just so much going on in the world. And be gentle with yourself in the process. Handle yourself with grace. Love on yourself. The rest of the world have all these deadlines and these parameters, and hurry up, you need to do this, and those type of mantras in your head already. But don't incorporate those same mantras for yourself, to where it's like you're hasting so much to where you make waste and you just can't do anymore. You can't push yourself anymore. You just feel like you're immobile. So it's not always about the speed. It's more so about the quality. So provide yourself with that quality by being loyal to you and knowing when you need that time and you need that break, you know? So with that being said, how do you distinguish, because you're such a go-getter, how do you distinguish when you do need to take that break to balance yourself back out?
Uh, when I start getting irritated for no reason, just everything is just when somebody's talking to me, I'm like, okay, I need to walk, go woosah somewhere, and come back with the girl,
Mhm.
because sometimes you could just feel it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Sometimes you can feel it in your chest, like it just come up like, look, you look at me wrong, you gonna catch it. Like, you know what I mean? So I truly agree with that, especially when you're consistently working with people on a day to day.
Yes,
It's like you have to take that time
yes,
for
that's. Mhm.
yourself. Yeah, because it can end up very wrong very quick, and you just you gotta be there for you and be like, you know what, I'm gonna remove myself and let
Mhm.
me exit. You know what I mean? So I do truly identify with that. Now, are there any foods that you incorporate into, you know what I'm saying, your nutritional diet that helps you maintain that equilibrium?
No supplements. I don't take
Okay,
any.
good. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Um
Do
I
you?
the yeah, I do take supplements. I take the sun,
Hmm.
alkaline water,
Okay.
grounding, spending time in nature. Those are legit like my supplements. When I'm spending time with my plants,
Okay.
with my daughter or my husband, good quality conversation. Those are my supplements.
Gotcha.
Honestly, yeah. As far as like pharmaceutical drugs,
Hmm.
I've never fancied pharmaceutical drugs. Like that's never been my thing because I know for a fact, matter of fact, and when it was really awakening to me, because I never like drugs, period. You know what I mean? Like taking pills and things of that nature. But when it really hit me is when I first got to Bahrain, actually,
Hmm.
and this my sleep schedule was completely off, right? Because you know the time zone shift and difference. And somebody was like, "How about you take you some melatonin and this, that, and the third?" I was like, "Okay, so." That's the only reason why I took melatonin, because it was more on the natural side instead of me taking like other alternative drugs. But when
Hmm.
I took it, I did not feel like myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had to allow my circadian rhythm to reset itself, for my circadian rhythm to really understand the true balance of this new day and night. You know what I mean? So when I took it, and I think I took it for like a day or two, but no more than 2 days. And I was like, this is not right, because my body is not, you know what I'm saying, functioning or tolerating this well. So I had to completely remove myself from that. So that's when it really was confirmation. Like I already didn't like, like taking pills and stuff like that. But when I did take that, I was like, this is absolute confirmation as to why I don't take pills.
Gotcha.
So, for anything, even if I'm in pain, or even when I was pregnant. No, ma'am, don't give me no. I just deal with the pain. I will figure something else out. I'll meditate out. Those are um my meds.
Oh my.
Yeah, just meditation, just doing other stuff, but not that.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, this is good quality conversation. Um Prior to us wrapping up, is there anything else that you would like to bestow to the people, or let them know, or any, bouts of encouragement or inspiration that you can provide?
Like if you have something that you want to do in your life, just go ahead and do it. Like don't let anything stop you. Just do it. Sacrifice whatever you need to sacrifice and just get it done. That's
Absolutely. I agree. And the earlier that you act on an idea,
mhm.
remember, that's the more space that you give yourself in order to honor your goal. Even though I operate well under pressure, I don't like to purposely put myself there, especially when I have the space allocated that could, give me the appropriate time to do what's deemed necessary. Like cutting myself off at the legs or cutting myself short. If I know that I want to do something or be successful in an arena, and I come up with the idea, then I act on it right then and there, because if I wait, then it's like it has an expiration date and it comes closer and closer. Like I don't want that idea to like prematurely expire, lying dormant within me, So I truly resonate with what you just said, and I truly appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
No worries at all. Thank you, everyone who is out here with us today. I just want to tell you guys, stay motivated. If it's something on your mind that you want to do it. Don't narrate your story for somebody else's comfort just because they're wallowing in their inadequacies. Don't do that. A lot of times we remain stagnant because we worried about what somebody else think, because they know that they're insufficient in that arena that you're trying to endeavor in. Don't allow for that infiltration to happen to your genius. It's a reason that why you came up with that idea. It's a reason why you have that motivating force to do what you feel like you're compelled to do. And that's not something that is needed for a second opinion. You have to trust yourself. With you trusting yourself, you build that relationship of loyalty with self, and that's what allow you to manifest your goals in the most appropriate fashion, to where your future self will always honor you and saying thank you for a job well done, because I appreciate where I am, so I'm just going to leave you guys off on that note. For tomorrow, I will have my LS, Christina Miles. She'll be coming on here tomorrow with a dynamic conversation as well. So you guys definitely stay tuned to that. And thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, Kimmy, for being here with me and accepting my invitation. You are truly a gem, and continue to be that hard charger that you are, because you're truly amazing. And I am truly proud of all of your accomplishments. Okay? All
Thank you.
right. Y'all take care and peace.
Bye.